Ya estamos listos. Vamos a dar comienzo a la conferencia de prensa. Hoy tenemos al coach Fabi Smyrniotis y al jugador Tristan Borges. Voy a darle a mi colega aquí, Omar va a dar inicio de este lado.
¿Quién gusta comenzar la sesión de las preguntas? ¿Alguien? Para el head coach, Tristan.
Y yo les voy a traducir como el coach habla inglés.
Ok, para el coach. Bueno, primero que nada, saber qué esperan, ¿no? Para este partido de vuelta de un rival como Chivas, tomando en cuenta lo que se vivió en el partido de ida disputado allá en Canadá.
Coach, what can you expect now that you're here from, expecting the upcoming match after you played Chivas once?
Yeah, I think we expect a little bit of the same. A quality club that has quality players that has a style of play, and you can see that's distinct in what they do, and we want to be able to do the same. We're happy in our performance in the first match, and not happy with the result, but we also want to come out and play our football and make sure that we have a positive result in tomorrow's match.
Esperamos lo mismo del último partido. Jugamos bien el último partido pasado, pero no fue el resultado que esperábamos. Es un equipo de calidad, Chivas. Es un partido difícil, pero la verdad queremos salir con un resultado bueno.
Y para Tristan,
dale.
Okay, preguntarte también, ¿no? Después de lo que se vivió en el encuentro de ida, ¿cómo se han preparado en estos días, ¿no? Para enfrentar este partido de regreso, y qué fue lo que más les sorprendió de este equipo de Chivas?
Tristan, the question is, how do you prepare, and what do you expect after facing Chivas already once, and what is it you look into as you face them a second time in a do or die situation?
I think, just watching and being a part of that first game, you realize that it's a quality team, obviously. The pace is very, very fast. It's you can see they're for sure in shape, kind of mid-season form. I think for us, it's just focusing on this game, knowing what we have to do, sticking to our game plan, and just enjoying the moment as well.
Queremos disfrutar el momento. Sabemos que es un partido difícil, que vamos a tener que estar concentrados, y pues no queda nada más de que cuando enfrentas a un rival como Chivas hay que intentar jugar el mejor partido que tenemos.
Hi, for both of you guys. How hard is it for you to pass around, since you need to score 3 goals tomorrow to beat Chivas? How hard is it?
First and foremost, it's if you focus on that, it becomes a very difficult task when you think about it playing away from home. What you have to do is take the moments. We know we have to score goals. And we also know in the first game we've played a lot of good football, and the little details let us down. So we know we need to be near perfect with those details, and it's one goal at a time. But we also don't fool ourselves. We're playing a massive club. And for us, we need to be on a perfect day on this pitch. But the players, I think, showed in the first match that we come out and we play our style of play, and that's the most important thing to me. Doesn't matter who you play and what the difference is in the financial resources, because football, you always want to show your identity. That's the most important thing for Forge. We're here because we're champions. We're here because we're champions 4 years out of 5 years. And back in Canada, and that's the most important thing that we need to have as a mentality, and then the rest comes in the game.
No, vamos a seguir. Okay. Solo cuando es en español.
Tristan no va a contestar porque era tu pregunta para los dos.
Yeah, so just kind of going on top of obviously what Coach said, it's understanding that, I think you look back at the game and we played well. We had a good time on the ball, and I think we had our chances. And I think you get to realize that in games like this, when you play high quality teams, it's about capitalizing on the chances. Whether you get 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, it's understanding that the quality is very high and going both ways. I think it's understanding that defensively, any little mistake can also lead to a goal. And but just building off of it, understanding that we had a good game as well, and in the grand scheme of it, knowing that we have to score a couple goals. But I think it's kind of what Coach said. It's just understanding you get that first one, and hopefully it gets the ball running.
Okay. Hi, for both of you, Rodrigo Camacho from Fox Sports. Coach, wanted to ask you if you think that maybe the timing of this competition maybe could help you better because you guys went like for more than 3 months without a competitive match, or at least in these kind of matches. If you think that maybe the timing of the competition could be better for you, and if maybe the outcome will be also different in terms of maybe the pace that you guys have once that you are in competition.
Yeah, there's no doubt. If you ask anyone in football and any coach, they want their teams to be a little bit at a similar level to the competition. You know, that's a CONCACAF question on the timing of the events. But of course, we're playing a team that, if you look at it from Apertura to Clausura, it's 3 weeks off. So you still have time. And now there's 6 or 5 games in before they play Forge. And for us, we trained for about 4 weeks, spent 2 weeks in Querétaro. I think I say that correctly.
Yes.
We played some good matches out there in altitude, but it's the beginning part of the season, so there is an imbalance. But in football, you have to know that and you have to prepare for it. That's why I'm pleased with the performance of the group, the little details in the first game. I think when you look at the scoreline, maybe it's 1 goal too many, or it's a little bit flattering when you look at it. And we just have to come out and put our best showing. And we see what happens. And if at the least we can make some fans here in Mexico, that would be a good thing.
Okay. And Tristan, for you, wanted to ask you, what does this competition means in terms of exposure, maybe for you guys also, and obviously playing a big club like Chivas, if that is also like some sort of motivation for you guys with everything that goes around this competition and the Forge itself. How do you guys approach that kind of things?
Yeah, I think for sure this is something that we want to be a part of. You know, in the beginning of our season, we know that the goal is we end up winning the championship. We know we're part of a competition like this, and realistically, it doesn't get better than this. And especially, you know, to play a club like Chivas, you know, the quality of it, the history of the club, it's huge. And you know, some people are looking and be like, okay, it's unfortunate for us to get that as the first team that we're playing. But, you know, for me individually, I love to play in games like this. It's obviously great quality, but we know the fans are obviously going to be great here. It was a great show out also back at Tim Hortons Field. So these are the games that you want to be a part of. And I know all of the guys are trying to rise to the challenge. Whoever gets to be on that field, whether it's going to be the starting 11 or just coming off the bench or even just being a part of it, seeing this atmosphere, it's going to be something special. And kind of like I said before, it's hard to do. It's kind of easier to say, but really just enjoy the moment and understand that we're here for a reason and just to play our game.
Let's go with Neil Davidson on Zoom. Neil Davidson, can you hear us?
I can, thank you. Hi, Bobby. Neil Davidson from the Canadian Press. You had to deal with injuries in the first game with Tristan coming on and making a big contribution. Can you tell us, are you getting any other players back? Any other injury concerns?
Apart from that, everyone is prepared and ready for it.
Neil, do you have any more questions? Or is that it?
I'm sorry, I missed the first part of the answer. I didn't have any volume. I just wonder if I could get you to briefly repeat it.
What I mentioned was, apart from Crazy Folk, who suffered a hamstring injury, and it's like everyone's available.
Thank you.
Okay, we will move on to Brandon Hugh.
Thank you. Hey, Bobby. A little bit of a different tack here, but the men's 20s, U20s national team announcement just came out this morning, and Kevon Tavernier makes another squad appearance. Just wondering if you had some comments on him making the squad this morning.
Yeah, of course. These are all things that we want in this club. No different than every year we want to be champions, so we're playing in competitions like this. We want to see our players representing, whether it's youth national teams and beyond, and also moving beyond their club. You know, that's part of the model of what we have here. So anytime that happens, it's fantastic for the player, and it's just a testament to their hard work on the pitch and their development as individuals, both on and off the field.
Appreciate it. And just follow up to Neil's question. I know that you mentioned in the first leg that a couple of guys' paperwork hadn't come through, Eliman, Nana, and so on. Any update on those guys, or is still out for this one?
No work permits yet, unfortunately. We've got a great group of players here. We've done an excellent job in this period, and I look forward to them in playing our football tomorrow and seeing where the result is.
Appreciate it, Bobby. Cheers, guys, and good luck.
That does it for questions we have on Zoom. ¿Tenemos alguna pregunta ahí?
¿Alguna pregunta
¿De lo
más
que
aquí
queda?
presencial? ¿Alguien más?
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Ha tenido la conferencia de prensa. Tenemos la conferencia